When we work through grief, we want to think into our base chakra, our earth chakra, down into those lower chakras, but particularly in your base chakra. That's where we feel safe, right? Our safety is in our base chakra, the sacral too, but the base chakra really comes forward to wish for healing, right? That's where we store a lot of times our trauma, either in the base or sacral chakra. So we think down, we want to transmute that down into the earth chakra, down below our feet. Let it return to the earth. Let the trauma return to the earth. The darker stones always help with moving things down and releasing them. Have you ever had a stomach ache after you suffered some trauma? Maybe you felt cramps or tightness in your abdomen or whatever. Sometimes even in your solar plexus. This is leaking power. This is trauma. When we leak power because of trauma or abuse or mistreatment or stress, it's an imbalance. And so we want to call back our power to us. And when we do that, it's nice to have crystals that come forward for us to meditate with, for us to carry on our body or in our purse, pocket, backpack, whatever. Sleep with them under your pillow. If you're especially having trouble with sleeping because somebody hasn't been as kind as they could have been and you feel unsettled because of that, or if you've lost somebody. And grief is not a cycle. Say you've lost somebody that was really important to you, or even somebody that had once been important to you, but then y'all were not in alignment anymore and you grieve the connection even more than the person. Grief is a hard thing to understand. It can take 3 years to run through a normal grief cycle. No one can predict it. No one can tell you any secrets to cut the grief cycle shorter. It can take even more years than that. There's no pushing through it. So we want to search for ways that we feel keep us from leaking power. Mantras, prayer, wearing dark clothes, resting, drinking lots of water, but eliminating the repetitive thoughts of grief, the sadness of grief. This is one of the things that I find helpful with crystals, with dragons, with angels, with prayer, committing to your higher self in whatever form or fashion your higher self comes through to you, whether it's laying it all at God's feet or asking Jesus or the Buddha or Great Spirit for assistance, putting fresh flowers in your home or plants just to try to help move through some of the energies that are stuck. Pets are amazing, although you do want to put a little bit of a protective aura around your pets if you have a lot of grief, because pets, one of their jobs that they've signed on for is to transmute grief for their humans. So they do take that on. It is a holy commitment for them, particularly dogs. They feel it very, very deeply. They know when you're suffering. Cats are excellent companions. So anything you can hold and stroke assists you with releasing some of the pain. But then remember to put protective aura around your fur children because they do take it on. I mean, that grief is going to go somewhere. Still, they're here to assist us. They do need fresh water. They need, fresh air. They need to get out away from your suffering, which is a natural course of life. In one of the books of the Bible that is not an included book, we are sort of instructed that we should take 3 days to really grieve and then move away from it, let it go, because you can cause yourself harm. I did not find that to be something I was capable of. The last time I had a grief cycle, it probably took 6 years. And of course, I did develop health issues because of the shock of the grief. So I did call on crystal friends. I did call on crystal allies and angel allies. I did carry a ton of crystals. I wore a ton of crystals. I slept with crystals that made me feel better. And eventually I did allow it to move through me. But time is not always just all that you need. They say time is the great healer. Yes, that's true in a lot of cases. But if you've lost somebody you really love or you've seen them suffer, it's hard. It's hard to release that as quickly as you would want to. Everybody experiences it differently. Some people can go through it more rapidly than others. I've seen people dissociate and they just went on dealing with life and they looked like they were fine, but they were dissociative in some ways. It does store in the body. It will come back. I've done that too a little bit, where you just cannot handle the grief. You don't want to have the grief. And so you just kind of push it away and you get involved in 1,000 other things. You know, for me, 6 months later, I noticed for me and other people, it kind of does show back up in your body, because the body is a recorder. It is an antenna. It is recording your emotions and your thoughts. Anything you can do to work through that is easy. It's easier on you.